Hi everyone, it's Moisa here, and if you like this makeup look, then stay tuned for the video. And today we are doing, finally, after me teasing this for a month, we're finally doing our next makeup haul. So before I show you guys the palettes that I got, I want to show you guys what I use for my breakouts, and I haven't been able to use it yet because the video hasn't gone up. So what I'm using for my skincare is Cetaphil. I bought a really tiny one for like $4. I would not recommend. Do not do what I do. I just thought it would be bigger, but I'm just dumb and I don't know my ounces correctly, so I'm gonna go to Target or Walmart and get a bigger one. And now I got some eye gems. So if you know me, I'm a big fan of like Chungha, and I'm a big fan of K-pop, and they always have like really cute eye gems. So I found this on Amazon. I will link it down below if you also want some super inexpensive eye gems, and I will be using it for this makeup look today. But yeah, and now the palettes, where most of my money went, where I went broke. So first we have the Revolution and Patricia Bright palette, and I didn't buy Patricia Bright's palette because she does makeup. I bought it because I just love her personality. Like, I love her, she's great. And then I also got the Roxxsaurus Roxy palette. I forgot which one this one is, but look at it, she's cute. We love her. Let's stand. And then I think out of all three that I ordered, this was the one I was most excited to order, just because it's like one that I would normally use day to day. It's very similar in terms of the colors when I was ordering it to my hard candy palette, so I thought this was a great like palette for me to buy. And then lastly, you know I had to do it. I say it all the time how much I want this palette. I talk about this palette. I hope for this palette. So I just bought this palette and I got the James Charles. Okay, listen. At least I didn't get the full big one. I got the mini palette, and that's because every time I see this palette, I just want this palette. I just want to purchase this palette. I talk about this palette. I will be doing a makeup look utilizing all three palettes. No, not all of these colors will be going on my face first. Just some of them will be going on my face. So, today we're going to be doing like a flower look. I'm thinking about just drawing out like a flower on my cheek and like using some of the gems and stuff. Just playing with makeup essentially. But I want to give it a theme, and I thought flowers would be really cool to do because I never do flowers on my face, and my makeup is very much day to day, and I'm trying to push myself out of day to day makeup and more into artistic makeup that I've been interested in and I've been looking at people do, and I wanted to try it out. So I have like 5 different types of eyeliner here because I'm legitimately running out of eyeliner that I'm about to like order more, because I think eyeliner and brow pencils are the things I use the most in my makeup routine, and I need them more. So let me put on some primer. So I'll be using the same primer as last video. This is the Hard Candy Mattifying Primer, and I just like to put a little bit of it on my face, and once I have that on, we'll get in with the base, right? I feel like when people watch this, they're like, why does she do her makeup with her fingers? Why does she? I'm like a hoarder, okay? I hate opening things, and like, I just hate doing it. So that's why this is where we are in life, okay? And we accept it, and we love it. So now that I have some primer on my face, we're going to be using the L'Oreal, that's such a weird word for me, L'Oreal Full Wear concealer. If you guys watched my last video, I used this as foundation because my $40 foundation is still missing, and I have a strong feeling that it's in my aunt's room. Just a strong feeling. Because me and her are closer than me and my mom are, to like similar shades. So it only makes sense. But I feel like if it's in her room, she also doesn't know where it is at this point. Because I've been gone for months. Of course, I came back because of quarantine. So like, it's somewhere hiding from me. And I'm offended. Alright, I feel like today's light on me is a little harsh, so I'm gonna move my lighting around just a little bit so that way I don't look so crazy. Alright, so I changed it out a little bit. I hope this is better. Now that we have our foundation base, this is a little bit more red because it isn't my natural foundation, it's more so my concealer, but we're going to be going in with my Milani concealer, and I just like to put a little bit on just because I feel like you don't need that much on, like that much product for concealer. Just my personal opinion. Alright, so that was like pretty simple. I didn't do much. So let's go in and do our brows. I know I did my brows last time, and I think I will have to retouch my brows in this video, but I really just want to make them look nicer because look at them, they're kind of struggling. It's so interesting. I was looking back at my channel recently on when I first was an on and off YouTuber, and I remember a time where I wanted to be a Zodiac YouTuber. And if you guys know what a Zodiac YouTuber is, it's essentially YouTubers that do makeup and they do basically any video within their Zodiac. So Zodiac personalities and Zodiac outfits and Zodiac makeup tutorials. And I just remember like 4 years ago, I wanted to do that. And then I don't have the finances to do that, but I do watch Natalia Taylor, she's one of the newer YouTubers I started watching, and she actually does do that kind of content. And it's so interesting for me to watch things that I like used to want to do. And now I'm like doing makeup, which I never thought I was gonna do makeup. I only recently got into makeup, I think, when I started university, like almost 3 years ago now. And it baffles me really. But now that we have our base, and this is what our face looks like, plain, normal, I'd probably just, no, I would never go out with my face just like this, no offense. Let's go in with our first palette. And since we're doing a flower, I'm thinking that I want to do a little bit of stencil work, so I'll use my e.l.f. eyeliner and I'll start just drawing out some branches, some leaves, just so we have a base of what everything's going to look like. I don't think I've ever been this terrified doing my makeup before. Alright, so we have like a simple flower going on right now, and it's like the first one that's bloomed. Oh, it's so cute. Alright, so I think I'm going to try another flower. Pray for me. Never mind, we're going to do a very, very heavily detailed leaf because that was almost a complete full mess on my face. It's actually pretty cute though. So this flower isn't as cute as this one, but I guess it'll have to do for this side of the face, right? We could just leave it here for hope, but you know, we're gonna try our best and we're going to do a makeup look with this. So now that we have our base, I think first palette that I really want to use is the Roxxsaurus palette, because I think that's the palette that I want to focus as my eyeshadow. And then on this side of the face we'll do like a little bit of Patricia Bright, and then on this side of the face we'll do a little bit of the James Charles palette, and that will be the culmination of this look. So we are here with this palette, and let me tell you, I have like no nails, so opening these palettes is like going to be a challenge. Ooh, that came out pretty smooth. Cute. Alright, so this is it in its palette. It's so nice. Ooh, this is a mirror. Thank the Lords for this mirror. Mirror. This is the mirror. Oh yeah, you guys are seeing my toothpaste. Yay. But this is the palette. Super cute. Okay, the slip fell off. That's no big. When I say I love it, I think you're gonna love it. I already knew I was gonna love it, but here we go. Look at that. We stand a queen, stand talent. All right, so since we're doing a little bit of a floral vibe, I'm thinking that we are going to be using a little bit of, well, this is hard. There's so many good colors in this palette. All right, okay. So I'm going to try to subdue my eyes a little bit. So by doing that, I think we're going to use this color right here. I think this is Boo from the top row. And then I want to use, Gingerbread is like calling my name, but I'm thinking we just use these three pans right here. So that's going to be Boo, Firework, and Ariel. So first and foremost, I'm going to put Ariel, that bright, beautiful pigmented pink, on my lid. So you do have to fight a little bit for the pigment. So give me a moment. I'm going to build this up a bit. So that was Ariel. So this is what she looks like. Also, I'm destroying my jeans right now. So now that you guys have seen Ariel a little bit, I think I want to go into Boo, which is our lightest pink shade, and kind of use that to create a wing. Since I want my shadow to be very subdued, I don't want to do a crazy eye look today at least. So we're just going to pop that right in our crease. So from using this palette right now, I can definitely tell this is one that you have to like really like work hard to build. Alright, so that was the color Boo. And I do think they're very pigmented when you build them, but I think the first initial use of each color is going to take a little bit more work than, let's say, a palette that you've been using forever, as you guys could see on me trying it out. So now I just want to take Firework and just pop that in my inner corner, and then we're really going to use that and drag under our eye with our waterline. Honestly, doing makeup with my waterline is like one of the most terrifying things. Alright, so that is Firework. It's super light, lighter than I thought it was initially gonna be, but I suppose I just have to build it up the same way as the other two. Alright, I'm starting to see her come through. She's coming slightly, slowly. So using this palette right now, do I think that I'm going to be picking it up before I pick up, let's say, my Zodiac palette or my Hard Candy palette? At the moment, no. Do I think I will reach for it? Yes, because I do really like the colors. Those are colors I really like to use. I feel like lighter pink tone colors look so much nicer on me than these heavy blue colors that I do in some makeup videos. So now that we have our eyes, I'm going to open up our gems. Oh yes, our gems, and we're just going to place two right here on our inner corner to give our eyes a little bit more life. So it does actually come with 3 packs, and there's one that's like more of this kind of deeper ombre, and then we have just like a simple silver and simple gold. And I think today I'm going to be using this really nice iridescent kind of color. I just think it's like the most beautiful one out of all 3. I think I'm going to use some of the bigger ones. This is the first time I'm ever putting gems on my eyes as well, so this is kind of scary. Oh my god, okay, definitely way too big, but here is the first ever gem I've put on my eye. I was terrified. It's like really close. If I blink, will it hurt me? No. Whoop! The girl just fell. I think that's a sign that I should do a smaller one, so I think I'm only going to use one this time. Okay, let's think. Is it my style? Probably not. Ooh. I definitely think I'm going to have to use my eyeliner to like accentuate this. I could try doing that fox eyeliner that everyone's been doing recently and having this be kind of like a moment. Honestly, this is like one of the most terrifying things I've ever done with my makeup. All right, so here we go. Here we go. How do you feel? How do I feel? Terrified. All right, so now that we've attempted to put gems, this one hanging on well, so I'm not going to touch her. I think this is more of a delicate process that I'm used to, so we're just going to have one. Kind of sad. But now, let's go in with our Patricia Bright palette. And looking at the back of this, it looks like color 26 is going to be our favorite for like a little like red flower kind of moment. And she does have a very sparkly green number in there that I'm definitely going to use for our leaf. She's big. She's like one of my biggest palettes. Okay, we love her. We stan. So this is this palette right here. The red doesn't look as cool in the palette as it does in the image, but it is also an image, and this is the physical color. So we're going to be using No Drama and a little bit of Risk Taker for the leaves. And, you know, maybe I'll add in a few other colors, you know, play around with the palette. So No Drama is going to go for my center hideous flower. Oh, wow, this has immediate color payoff. I like this a lot more than I do my Roxxsaurus palette so far. Like, look how quickly and how pigmented that is. I love this palette. I am going to use this so much. Like, look at her. Like, just one coat of this, and I think like your shadow is good. Like, your lid's good. You know, with the Roxxsaurus palette, I really had to build that, but this color payoff in the Patricia Bright palette is just like immediate, and I love it, and I stan. She's also a businesswoman though, so she knows her products gotta be good to keep that business flowing. So I do want to play with other color, so I think I'm gonna play a little bit with Perfection. This beautiful pink shade right here. Very light. Okay. She's not as good as No Drama, but let's really, ooh, she's like liquidy. This is new. Wow, I've never used a color like this. This is a whole new texture in my makeup. I can't really say I enjoy this color. And that's probably just because of the texture from it. I think I like a little bit of a powdery eyeshadow, and this kind of gel format isn't doing it for me. But the other colors seem to be more matte, which I enjoy. So these can just be accent colors, I think. I think that's the way we're gonna work with her. So now that we have like those pieces of the flower, I think I'll also use Perfection a little bit in the center. Just try to pop her in there. See, like it takes a little longer to build her up, but I think that's just because she's more of a gel. But like she doesn't do it for me. I just don't think I'm a gel kind of girl, so I think we're gonna leave her there just as like a centerpiece. What do you think? Ooh, she is definitely a gel. Definitely better for more of a shadow look than like an eye. Wow, than like a flower decorative look. With that, we're going to dip into Risk Taker. Yes. I think I really like her mattes. Like I would buy her palette just for the mattes because they're so good. Here we go. A leaf. Wow. So creative, Moisa. A leaf on a flower. Anyway, that is our look using the Patricia Bright palette. I just love the idea of like ivy growing. I know roots are not green, but her roots are going to be green because I kind of love this palette. Like I wish I could keep using this palette. That's how much I really enjoy it. Alright, so now that we've used our Patricia Bright palette, I would place it as my... Okay, I like it better than my Zodiac palette. And if you know me, you know I live for that Zodiac palette. I love that Zodiac palette. I will use that Zodiac palette for the rest of my life. Correction, I will use it until it reaches the pan better. But anyway, I think this is just like a better formula. It's just nicer, it's quicker. I just love the color payoff. So I'm definitely going to be reaching this for this so much in my collection. Now, we're going to finally use the James Charles palette for over here. Here she is. I'm not gonna cry. I've only been talking about this palette for like over a year. All right. In the wrapping, don't pull her out. So this is the mini palette, and the colors are all on like this little label. So I think I'll look at it covered so I can kind of like find the colors that I'll be using for our cheek over here. All right. So definitely I'm going to be using Social Blade and Daddy, because those are the two greens on the bottom left. I think we're also going to go in with You're Kidding, and we're going to play a little bit with Rusted. These reds up here are You're Kidding and Rusted, and then these two greens down here are our Daddy and Social Blade. So let's see if this palette that Mr. James Charles is talking about, is it really my life? Is it going to be everything and anything I need? Okay, she's pigmented. I don't know if she's as pigmented as the Patricia Bright palette, but I do think it has good color payoff. I actually have a movie night as I'm recording this look, and I just think about the fact that this is going to most likely be on my face in like my next reaction video, and the fact that it's also going to be on my face for when I go watch movies with my friends tonight. So like a choice, Moisa, a choice you're making. I definitely feel like for this color though, I have to build it up slightly more than the Patricia Bright palette because it shows up very pigmented in the camera, but I just feel like I need more, I need more. But if you compare, it's definitely such a better red for this look. Like, look at her. So now we're going to go in with the top red color. It's like a little bit more orangey. We're going to pop that in the center. She looks so similar, doesn't she? So, right, we're going to use her right here. I'm definitely going to line these out at the end, but this is kind of like a budding flower moment. And if you know what a budding flower is, good for you, because I don't. I'm just thinking of like flower bushes that have like other flowers growing in them. You know when you want to give another color, that right here is what I just did. Now I have to like draw a little bit around her. So we're going to put down the palette and we're going to pick up some eyeliner. And this time we're going to be using this Color Workshop liquid eyeliner, and we're just going to make a flower around this big blob of red at the bottom. right, so now that we have a little bit of your kidding and rusted on our face, we're going to go in with Daddy, and we're going to use that. Wow, look at that color. Look at that color. Like, I just we stand. I will say I'm also just building a flower down here because I feel like, you know, our bottom flower needs a little love. She needs a little bit more attention, and I'm here to give it to her. What do you think now she got a little bit more love? Is she cuter? I think she's cuter. All right, so now that we have put Daddy on our leaves, let's go in with Social Blade and just finish up these. I make the weirdest faces. I'm so sorry. Oh, she's cute though. All right, so I do really like these greens, and if you know me, I don't really use green makeup, but I think this is like the best green I've ever had in my palettes. Right, so that is the flower look. Oh, I love her. Like, let's just take a moment and we have a completed shadow look. Now, yes, there's another step. We have to, I really don't want to highlight over these flowers, so I think I'm not going to highlight, and you guys know I always highlight. So, we're going to go in and we're going to do a little bit of eyeliner, as we should always do, my favorite. And we're going to be using this Maybelline eyeliner. This is like my favorite eyeliner like ever. I use it all the time, and I'm almost out, so I need to buy a little bit. I'm so terrified of messing up these flowers. So I'm thinking my next video for makeup is probably going to be a makeup video where I just do eyeliner, and by that I mean I just do eyeliner looks, because I've recently noticed a lot of my friends always ask me how do I do my eyeliner so quickly, and it's just because I do very simple eyeliner, but I love experimenting with eyeliner looks. So I'm gonna do all my eyeliner looks in one video, so you guys have different styles to choose from, and maybe you can try it out on themselves. So now we're going to go with cashmere cream and make our lips pink. My lips are so dry. This is fine. All right, now that we have the lips, we must mascara. I'm using the Mega Length Wet n Wild mascara, and I know that I never ever use fake lashes, but do you guys want me to start trying those out? Because I just feel like it bring my looks to the next level. I'm just terrified of ripping out. All right, but this is our final look. I will not touch her anymore. Actually, Moise, these brows, what are you doing? What are you doing with these brows? Did I make any change? No. It felt like the brows were kind of blending into the background a little bit, so, you know, they look super bushy. I have such bushy brows. But anyway, if you guys like this kind of makeup look, let me know. If you want me to try out more looks like this, or just more interesting looks in general, also let me know, because I had a lot of fun being more creative instead of just doing my straight up shadow and actually trying out new things. Now, the storage on my phone is dying, so we have to end this video. But if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you like my makeup videos, there will be links somewhere above, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.